Hello and welcome to this tutorial in which we're going to be covering the Pathfinder tool in Adobe Illustrator, a simple, versatile and powerful tool panel that you can use to form the backbone of any creative workflow. So we're going to jump straight in here, and what first thing we want to do is get our Pathfinder. We've got it open here, but what we want to do is we're going to go Window, Pathfinder, just in case you don't know where it is. So there it is. And so the Pathfinder kind of functions like a Boolean operation. So you have your, it's similar to a Boolean in, say, if you're familiar with 3D software, or if not, maths. But we can just explain it now anyway. So I'm going to use an ellipse tool for the purposes of this demonstration. And the next thing we do is we just create two shapes, because obviously we need two shapes to create what we're going to create using the Pathfinder. That's how it works. So the first one we're going to look at is the Unite, and it does what it says on the tin, and just unites both shapes and gives you a single shape that is based on the shape of the outline of both objects. So undo that, and we will go for this one. Just removes the front object and leaves the shape of the back object minus the front object, and there you go. That's how that works. So the next one we're going to cover is the intersect. So the intersect will just it'll leave the overlapping area and it'll remove the rest. And then we have the exclude, which is basically the opposite of intersect. And so that's that covered. And what we have here as well in these Pathfinders, we have this one's called the divide. And if you hit that one, that will give you your shapes, but it will divide them. So you're left with, if you double click into the group, because it creates a group, there you go, you've got your three shapes divided, which is useful sometimes, I have to say. I do use that a bit. Next thing we want is the trim. So that is, it kind of trims the background but leaves the foreground shape, if that makes sense. So here you go, look, it's just knocked that one out, and then it kind of left the foreground shape. So that's a pretty handy one to know as well. And the next one is the merge, and this one's a little bit like the first one, but this one will remove the stroke, I believe. So what we can do is, if we just hit that, so we got a stroke there, you see. Now if I merge that, it gets rid of the stroke. So this one will leave the stroke, this one gets rid of it. So that's the difference between those two. And let's get rid of that stroke. Next thing, we have a crop one, and the crop is a bit like a clipping mask. It behaves a similar way to a clipping mask, but what it does is it crops your. Let's just change the color of that. Okay, just crops your top object with your bottom object. So, crops your bottom object by using the top object. And it's a handy little thing to use if you got a shape and you just want to create it in a circle, and you want to commit the. It's a bit like expanding a clipping mask. So the outline one, it does weird things. I never use it, to be honest. It just basically gives you this outline here. Look, and you can have a stroke. That's all it does. It outlines all your shapes. I never really use it, but it's there if you want it. And this last one here just does the opposite of that. So it retains the background and removes the foreground object. So that's your Pathfinder tool in Adobe Illustrator. Pretty simple, but like I said, it's a really, really powerful thing. Something you should definitely get your head around. And if you've enjoyed this tutorial, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I will catch you up for the next one. All the best, namaste, and take care out there. Bye bye.